Peace. It's your brother Koo. Today we're going to cover a topic that I think we overlook a lot as Moors, and that is the Zodiac Constitution. We overlook that a lot, and I think we all need to get, as indigenous peoples, a clear understanding of exactly what that entails. You know, what it really means to be an heir. You know what I'm saying? The heir of the fucking largest estate on the planet. So we got to get ourselves together. So we're going to cover the Zodiac Constitution, get some clarity, and make that relative to what we're dealing with today and how we need to be operating. Alright, because if you look at it, let's look at the Jewish community. If you look at the Jewish community, they have their own synagogue, right? Or their own trust, or their own home base, which is the synagogue. Everything is owned by the synagogue. All the houses and all that stuff. And so it's the same concept. And according to their rituals or how they live, they have their own particular constitution for their synagogue, or bylaws, or how they operate, right? Which is the same thing with any body politic. So we need to cover our own constitution. Alright, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. We're going to cover a lot. Uh-oh, as soon as I can find myself. There we go. Alright. Let's get into this Constitution. So, this is the Zodiac Constitution. Alright. If you understand, the Zodiac is governed by the 12 Zodiacs, yes. Okay, we are the sun, moon, and stars. In Islam, just meaning I self-law am master. I am the captain of my own ship. So, my mission is for the understanding of what the original Zodiac is intended for. Okay? So, I want to make some things very relative to that AA224. Give me 1 second, y'all. Find some proof. Okay, so wherever I go, this is pretty much what it looks like, and this is my nationality card, right? But the thing I want to cover is this number. Let me see if you see it clearly. Boom. Get it. You see that number right there? 88222141. Okay. That is the same number as here. 88222141. What that is the register number, alright, for the Zodiac Constitution at where? The Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. It's on the nationality card. Okay, that's for one example. Now, this is also code, and also this number is used as our tax exemption as Moors, right? And listen, every state, every nation state has their own number, or you can create your own particular number for tax exemption. How to do that, I'm still working on that, but for right now, I'm telling you what we have as of right now, and what we can use and how we can use it to the best of our advantages and abilities. So, registry number at the Library of Congress, right? Also, the tax exempt number for getting taxes removed when we're buying things, right? As ourselves. Now, also, there's another important factor too, that AA222-141 number, and it's relative to, if I could just find the statute here, let me go back real quick. Okay, USC Title 22, Chapter 2, Section 141. That would be the AA222 number. USC Title 22, Chapter 2, Section 141. So let's make the connection. Now, let's break down what USC Title 22 is in the first place. And these are United States codes, right? USC Title 22, Foreign Relations and Intercourse. Okay? Because we are not U.S. citizens. We are foreign to the corporate jurisdiction of the U.S. company. All right? We are of the Organic Republic. We are the people. So, of course, anything other than dealing with our nation state, it's foreign. And therefore, we have to regulate foreign intercourse. So, Chapter 2, consular courts, right? Which is pretty much having your own court, your own jurisdiction. If you have any cases with any other governments, they should forward any cases to your court, and you have them decided under your laws. That's common law. So, we're going to go into Section 141. Now, this is the intertwining keys between the registry number for the Zodiac Constitution in the Library of Congress, right? The tax exemption number on the national ID card, and also USC Title 22, Chapter 2, Section 141. So let's read what it says. I'm gonna need to make that bigger for y'all, huh? Let's do this right quick. Trying to see the best way to zoom in, but this might just be the best we can do for what we got. Because everything gotta have room to breathe. Alright. So, Act of August 1st, 1956 repealed sections 141 to 143, effective upon a date which the President determined to be appropriate for the relinquishment of jurisdiction of the United States in Morocco. How many of y'all know there was a United States in Morocco? Now, if you're thinking today Morocco, you mean Morocco in North Africa? Yeah, but we're talking about the empire. We're talking about the empire, which is what we call today North, South, Central America, and the islands. So, what it's saying here is that the jurisdiction was relinquished, right? So let me continue. Relinquished by memorandum by President Eisenhower. Do some research on President Eisenhower. Dated when? September 15th, 1956. So, United States relinquished jurisdiction in Morocco since 1956, which means that they have been squatting here on our land and territory since 1956, and we haven't said anything because we've been sleeping as people. And I didn't write this. This is United States codes. All right? Let's continue. Notice was given to Morocco on October 6, 1956, and all pending cases were disposed of by 1960. See Bulletin of the State Department, Volume 35, colon 909, page 844. So let's check it here. Section 141 RS, subsection 4083, 4125, 4126, 4127, Act June 1878. They're just laying out the timeline for you. Now, starting from this point. Related to judicial authority. Related to what? A judicial authority. Keyword. Generally of ministers and consuls of the United States in China, Siam, Turkey, Morocco, Muscat, Abyssinia, Persia, and territories formerly part of the Ottoman Empire, including Egypt. Section 142, all rest, subsection 4084, related to general criminal jurisdiction of ministers and consuls of the United States. Did you just repeat what just happened here? Check this. Judicial authority. Judicial authority is found within the ministers and consuls of the United States. Now, when it says consuls of the United States, know that they're talking about a diplomat. That's what a consul is, a diplomat, a foreign diplomat, someone who's coming in from another nation state or another country that's having what? Foreign intercourse with the United States. So we have to understand that we, as indigenous peoples, aborigines, are foreign diplomats to all other entities and peoples other than copper-colored peoples who originate on this continent. Right? So, with that being said, they're letting you know that all of the so-called geographic areas today that were part of the Ottoman Empire, branching from the east, right, and the west. I'm talking about when the landmass was won, from East Major, from Asia Major to Asia Minor, the east and the west, because the empires were connected. You understand? And just to show you that those Moorish empires were right and exact, look what they have here. Turkey, Morocco, Muscat, Abyssinia. Anyone who knows Abyssinia knows that that's just Kush. Alright? Or what we call Ethiopia today. Ethiopia is Abyssinia. And Abyssinia is what the Romans called it after they conquered it through Christian crusades. Alright? Persia. And territories formerly part of the Ottoman Empire. Territories formerly part of the empire are part of the Ottoman Empire, were branching from Turkey all the way to Philadelphia, so what we call Philadelphia today. The Ottoman Empire was huge, okay? Do some research on the Ottoman Empire. But that's what's encompassed. So put the keys together. You have your tax exemption number, you have the registration number from the Library of Congress, right? And the whole point of that Constitution is relating to who we are and how we came about on this landmass. We've always been here, and what our story and what our political power is, right? And thirdly, it covers the different aspects of the empire. And then if anyone knows where the Ottoman Empire was located at, the Ottoman Empire branch all throughout the West, which is what we call today the Americas. The Americas is in the West. So that empire branched out and was in the West of what we call today America. So when you say Ottoman Empire, don't remove yourself and thinking, oh, that's in the Middle East. No, that was over here in the American continent. And that is included in what? Morocco. Morocco. Okay? I'm just painting the pieces together for you. That's all I'm doing. I self-law and master. Now, everyone needs to take the time and go through this Constitution themselves to understand the spiritual side of it. I'm not going to make that, I can't make that spiritual connection between you and the ancestors and the Zodiac Constitution. What I can do is bring it down to basics. Bring it down to basics, okay? So, Article 1. 12 signs of the Zodiac, the code of mathematics, ranging from, let me put this to the side here, ranging from 0 to 9 in the science of geometry, comprise the constitution of the living Moorish nation of North America. referred to as Negroes who ruled the world in the seven seas by the 12 signs of the zodiac and the science of geometry. Alright? For 1196 years to the Amazon Dutch German Catholic priesthood fathers of the Revolution of 1789 and the Sisterhood Magna Carta, Emancipation Proclamation, Union Society of White Supremacy in 1863, North America. The 12 jurymen of the 50 Union State Society and also the 9 judges of the Supreme Court were founded upon the Moorish nation's 12 signs of the Zodiac Constitution and mathematics scaling from 0 to 9. Thus, without our Moorish Constitution, the Magna Carta, Emancipation Proclamation, Union Society of the myth of white supremacy definitely could have not been founded in 1863. Article 2, birthright. This is pretty much explaining our birthrights geographically, where we have our ties to. Since the jurymen, the 12 jurymen of the 50 Union States Magna Carta document of white supremacy and the 9 judges of their Supreme Court were founded upon our Moorish zodiac 12 signs, mathematical constitution. You see, so the Constitution is based on math. Mathematics. What is science? Mathematics. Alright? We're all scientists. The lawmakers have no jurisdiction over the free Moors, the Bays and L's. Of course, at the time, those were the initial titles. But since then, as being original peoples, we have a right to extend that and create new titles, or extend new titles of inheritance. So, just because you don't see Al, Ali, and Day doesn't make them any less legit as indigenous heirs of this continent. Alright? Moors. So let's continue. The Bays and L's in the inherited land of the Moorish nation, namely USA, Canada, Central and South America. All of these are considered what? The jurisdiction of the free Moors, because this is our land, the American continent. This is naming the entire continent. Central, that's including Mexico, Salvador, Brazil, Venezuela, you know what I'm saying? And parallel to the central, you have the adjoining islands. Cuba, Dominica, Haiti, Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago. You understand? This is our entire landmass and birthright. The entire American continent is our birthright. Article 2. And to make it clear, right? Because I want to bring the pieces together. That's what I want to do. Where we at with that? Where we at? We found the slide. Boom. So as you can see, this is Pangea, misnomered Mu. Okay? So this is what the landmass looked like when it was all together. Let me let's make this a little bigger. Okay, so this is Pangea. Alright, I want you to see the phases that take place as time happens and see how the land masses begin to split and how they start to separate. Alright? They start to take form, and then we have what we have today is the 7 continents, but originally they were just one landmass because all the land masses were one. And the same thing here, it's just a different version of the transition that happened. Okay? That, we got to bring this home, and this is just another interpretation of what that looks like now. So you see, this is where Australia would be, you know, when the landmass was connected. This would be East Antarctica. India would be here, or Hindustan. This right here is where Africa would be, the heartland, right? South America, North America, and Eurasia. Okay? And that's what it looked like. If you go a little bit in depth, you'll see that everything is where it needs to fit, just like a puzzle. Okay? And the original name of this landmass of the American continent is called Amexem. So we are in northwest Amexem, or what you would call Maghrib al-Aqsa. Maghrib means Morocco, the extreme west, and Al-Aqsa, which you will find, is Alaska. And if you look at where Alaska is located, it is in the far northwest part of the American continent. Geography. All praise and respect to CN Bay. Alright, let's keep it moving. So, I want you to keep this picture in your mind right here. This is Morocco. Alright, Morocco's on the northeastern shore of Africa today. Right? So let's go back. Let's go back. Alright, let's remember what Morocco looked like. And so let's go back. So Morocco would be here, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let me just go, let's just keep making sure. Let's backtrack here. So Morocco's on the corner here, the northwestern corner out here of Africa, right? So it got to be here, because it's the same landmass. So once it's over here, you see that it's connected to what? North America. Morocco's connected to North America, which is why this is Morocco, because it was connected where? Here. And North America was connected to what? South America. And South America is connected to, and North America is connected to what? What we call Canada, which would be up here. So once again, this is the Ottoman Empire. And this is Morocco, geographically. You see the connection. You'll see the connection. See how much further down I can go from here. I don't want to go too deep into that, but I'm just showing you a connection between where Morocco is and what is located. So with that being said, let's go into how is it that we are tax exempt constitutionally, which is what Article 3. I'm sorry, let me finish this. The Moorish American nationality and their surnames, Bey and El, are their inherited birthrights without a legal due process of the lawmakers of the Union Society, USA. What our Moorish forefathers were, we are today without a doubt or contradiction, namely Moorish. We didn't have to go through a process to get our names, or we didn't have to naturalize to be put here. We were here on this landmass already. Alright? And those people are what we call today Negroes, blacks, African Americans, and colored